rebellions are built on hope.
And welcome to another episode of Radio Rebellion, a Star Wars podcast. We're back, we're here, we're switching camera sides, it doesn't matter. How's everyone on this Star Wars Saturday? Welcome back, and welcome Oti to, I'll say, straight weeks. We didn't have an episode last week, but we're here today.
2 straight recordings.
I know. How you doing? It's been
Doing
kind
good.
of a weird month, let's put it that way. Weird year in general, but how you doing?
I mean, so for the next, hopefully 3 years, every time I say I'm fine, it means my personal life. Everything's fine.
Everything's
Family's
fine.
healthy, wife is okay, dog is fine, like everything's good.
All right, hopefully just 3 years, and
Hopefully just 3
that's
years.
it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but anyway, I'm also fine. We're talking before we start. It's my first weekend where my kids don't have something. My daughter's not doing cross country at 7 in the morning. My son's basketball hasn't started yet. So we're here, rested. I've been watching the track and field world championships, which are all the way in Japan. So I'm waking up early, but I can deal with that. I can watch that from my bedroom, chill. So it's been good.
I remember when I was a kid and the World Cup was in Japan and Korea. The games were like at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's hard. It's pretty far away, but I mean, you remember we did the anyone out there doing
Celebration.
Yeah, we were up from 11 to 4 in the morning. So yeah,
By the way, I have an announcement to make. Star Wars Celebration Anaheim 2027. I say like 70% I'll be there.
all right, cool. You'll be representing Radio Rebellion, on our behalf. You'll be there.
Let's see what happens from here to 2027. But
Yeah,
so
We'll
that's
see.
the plan so far.
that's the plan. Cool. I'll send you a shirt. We'll do something at least for one day. Wear the Radio Rebellion shirt over there.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone that's watching us live today. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes when we come on the air. Usually weekly. Now it depends on what stories are out there. Comment down below if you're watching this later on the replay. If you're listening to the audio podcast, thank you. And leave us a 5-star rating and review. Or at least any type of review. Write something. Hey, how you guys been? All right. Otto, before we start, I see we got a couple of comments in the chat. Who's out there today?
Who else other than Dale? Hello there,
Dale, how
Dale.
you doing, Dale? Thanks for joining us today.
He says he'll be lying down, so I might not make it through. That's fine. That's fine.
Dale, you're there. Thank you as always. Dale is one of the, you gotta give it up to Dale. Always making the effort to
always
be
there.
here. Yeah. All right. So if you guys are ready, I'm not ready. Let's talk Star Wars. And we're going to start with Star Wars movie news.
Star Wars movie news.
All right. Again, Oti, so for the second straight recording, we have Starfighter news. Let me see how this comes out. There we go. Starfighter is back. More pictures from the set. We have
Look at that handsome man.
Look at that handsome man out there that you said looked like his character from Blade Runner 2049 in that first picture.
He kind of looks like his character from
Fall Guy.
Fall Guy.
Yeah. All right, so we have Ryan Johnson there.
Ryan
with
Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Oh
I
my
wish it was
goodness.
Ryan Johnson.
I wrote it down and I don't have the name of the kid.
The same thing happened to me. I was doing my show with Tony and I could not remember the kid's name.
I wrote it
There's
down.
the kid.
I don't know where I wrote it down, but it's obviously not on my notes. Flynn something or something Flynn. We'll say this Flynn Gray. I think it's Flynn Gray. I'll go with that.
Sure.
So before we jump into the image itself, Oti, do you like that we're starting to get some of these behind the scenes images straight from Shawn Levy? You like this approach to Star Wars that we usually don't get?
Yeah, Star Wars is always like super secretive and we don't get anything from set. JJ, I think, always did the first day of shoot and then the last day of shoot, or at least he did for Rise of Skywalker. Ryan, I was trying to remember. Do you remember those pictures he took in black and white?
Black and white, yeah.
I don't remember if he released them like slowly or it was like as the movie was like almost released. Because I remember in Celebration he showed the pictures. But yeah, we don't really get that much. Like Mandalorian and Grogu has
Is
been shot
that
for
a
like
thing?
it has been shot for like a year.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen anything official. Like
No.
so I do like it. I do like that he's doing the pictures. This is the second set of pictures. I think there were other pictures that we saw.
Yes. So
Okay.
before we'll jump into, I got
Okay.
some of them. We'll show them. I love it. I mean, I know that Star Wars and Marvel now everything has to be a secret. Just show us stuff. This doesn't. I don't know what the hell is going on, and that's what the fun of this.
No,
They're in a boat somewhere. I love getting all this stuff beforehand.
I'm torn because there was something about. I think it also played to its detriment, but there was something about the sequel trilogy, like sitting down for Force Awakens and being like, "What is this movie about?" Like,
Sure.
the crawl stars that Luke Skywalker has vanished. I was like, "What? I thought he was a main character."
Yeah.
And so I don't know, like, but this doesn't really tell me anything. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
people were like, "Oh, water planet," it's like, or water in a planet, because that also happens.
It reminds. I mean, it doesn't really remind me, but talking about the Force Awakens, the first picture we saw was a table read with all the cast, and that's how it was announced. And it's one of the greatest pictures that we gotten for modern Star Wars. And then we kind of lost it, and everything's been so secret. And yeah, we got all those Ryan Johnson's black and white photos, but yeah, I don't remember they came after the movie came out or throughout. But I like that we're getting some stuff, some official stuff. It doesn't really tell us anything about the story. Give us a little bit more about those two characters, which are not the official ones because the other actors have been officially revealed, but we don't know what they're playing. So imagine in 3 months we get a picture of Matt Smith in, let's say, an Imperial uniform or something. Same thing, just kind of chilling on set. I'm like, again, we don't know what's going on, but it's gonna break our souls here.
I'll take a leap. Show the picture again. Show the picture again. I'll take a leap on what's happening. I'm guessing.
I have an idea also.
I'm guessing they were on a Starfighter,
and it crashed
on the water.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're stranded.
All right, we're in the same wavelength. We haven't talked in 2 weeks. We're in the same wavelength. I know people went through all the hoops of what planet they are, and we'll talk about a couple of them. I thought the same thing. He has that black eye, doesn't have his jacket. That ship crashed on a planet or in the open ocean, and they're stranded somewhere. That's how I took it, and that's all I need to know at this moment.
Poor Ryan Gosling, man. He's taking a beating.
He's taking a beating. All right, let me see if I can find real quick those other pictures, which I did like what they showed because it shows a little bit
more of the same, right? It was just them there.
Yes, it's them there. Wait, that's the same one. Did I put the same one? No, here we go. All right. Add to stage. Come on. There we go.
There we go.
So I love that we see a little bit of where they're standing. It's kind of black and red. That kind of looks kind of first order like.
Is that like a speeder? Is that like a Star Wars jet ski?
Jet ski? It does with that handle. There's another one. Let me find the other one.
This takes place in Culebra.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
They rented a jet ski and things went sideways.
All right, so this is a little bit similar close over. It's kind of a red floor there. Weird kind of handle. So it kind of looks like a jet ski.
Interesting.
I do like him. So I love, again, we don't know anything about what's going on. Kind of Star Wars outfit that they're wearing. But let's talk about the planet because people went crazy. And I don't blame them. This is what we do.
Oh, we don't get anything, so.
But we don't get anything. We'll go crazy about some water. So the first one that came up was Castellon from Resistance, which is
I saw. Yeah,
where the Colossus was, where all the aces did their races. So Starfighters, they used to have the Colossus was a fueling station for starships. So it kind of makes sense. I don't think they're bringing Resistance into this, but it'll be a cool kind of setup if for some reason they're on Castellon.
No, that would be pretty cool. Like, and we kind of find out what happens to the Colossus after Resistance. I think that would be pretty fun. I was actually thinking this morning about. I was driving and thinking about Star Wars, and I was thinking like the joke I made. Like, of course, it has to be a water planet and
Mhm.
not water on a planet.
Yeah.
And I started thinking about Iram and Arrow now,
Oh wow.
and just like my thought was like it would be so cool to bring like those kinds of planets
Mhm.
into the fold, but then like I think it's the same thing with every single creator. Like, you're not gonna bring a creator in to make a Star Wars and be like, this is the planet
Yeah.
it has to be. Like, I think if you're Shawn Levy, you're like, no, this is a new planet and it's called Planet Y, and it's a water planet, and I don't care about
Yeah.
the
Canon
cartoon
out.
because I wrote this thing, and
Mhm.
like it's a big galaxy. There can be thousands
Yeah.
of planets. So that was like my thought. So I don't know. Like it would kill me if like it's tied into Resistance. It would
Yeah.
work 100%. So
So that's the one I wrote down other quote unquote water planets or planets that we've seen that have a lot of water. Naboo makes a little bit of sense because they're filming the same place that they filmed for Naboo during the prequel. So that's why some people are saying
there's
that.
Spain.
I think this was in Italy
Mm.
or so there's some place over there. Camino, I think that's too stormy. I would love to see like Mont Cala or Gli and Selm, which are water planets. I don't think it's active. Niamos, go back to Niamos, see how Scarif is doing. So there's a lot of water planets out there. And then in the jet ski, Niamos works if you're riding that jet ski boat over there.
Oh, Niamos would be cool.
But it kind of depends, like you said. If he came in, Shawn Levy, hey, I have this is the planet where this is taking place, and then someone from Star Wars, Lucasfilm, comes like, well, actually, can we change it to something else? Yeah, probably not. But if he said, hey, I have an idea for a water planet, what do you have out there? Then they can kind of pitch, hey,
Yeah.
I think for this story, this kind of works. So I kind of
I
hope
wanna-
it's something new. But if it's not something new, I mean, a new planet that he created, to be something we haven't seen before, live action, like Castellon or Moncala, one of those planets that people out there might know, but haven't kind of got a lot of exposure.
If I could ask Shawn Levy one question, I think that would be it. Like, do you come up with everything, or
Mhm.
are there things that you go like, hey, I have this idea. Is there anything I could use? And then they're like, oh, go to the story group, and the story group's like, hey, how about this?
Well, actually,
Maggie,
we're going to have it next week, and then you can. No.
Maggie, if you're listening and you get to interview Shawn, which I think you probably will, like, ask him
All right. We'll
on
send
my
this.
behalf.
I'll send it to her. If she, I don't know. I'll send it. I'll send it to her, let her know. So yeah, it's new Star Wars stuff, more images from Starfighter. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we're getting stuff from a movie that comes out in a year and a half.
More than a year and a half. A year and like
10 months.
No.
It's September is almost over. We're in October basically now. Feels like a year and a half.
Jesus Christ.
I know.
This year has been going so fast at the same time.
Man,
I was gonna mention I thought it would be super cool, like just now. So this movie isn't tied to anything that we know. So what if like this Ryan Gosling character has to go on this adventure and like go through the Star Wars lore and learn, kind of like Rey, right? Like just learn about stuff, but in a different way. So I was thinking, like, what if they have to go to Camino for something? And he's like, there. I was like, oh, this is where the clones were made. I was like, what? Of course.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Just a thought.
Yeah, this is where things start to get exciting. It's where it's brand new everything, new time period, new characters, new story. Possibilities are endless. So maybe Sam is someone that's being unplugged. He's being off the grid, doesn't know anything about Star Wars, and needs to learn about it as he goes.
I just hope take an advantage of it. Like if we're really committing to the new, everything should be new, and and it is exciting, just like the whole possibility of what it could be.
All right, so you hinted at it a couple of minutes ago, Oti, and it's Mandalorian and Grogu comes out in less than a year, and we haven't really seen anything official apart from the people that were at Celebration. There were rumors this past Thursday on Twitter that I saw them around 8:15 in the morning, people saying in about an hour or so, the Mandalorian Grogu trailer is going to be released. Get ready. Everyone was getting hyped. Not everyone, but a lot of people that follow Mando and Grogu were getting hyped for it. I even got hyped for it. I had to go do
No.
something from work, and when I came back around 11:30, nothing. And then
By
was
the
this?
way,
Mhm.
random Wednesday or Thursday.
First, yeah, which is Star Wars. So that's why I say, oh, it might work because that's
True
what
to the
Star Wars.
Star Wars spirit.
Yeah. And then it didn't happen. Was it just falling for a random scooper that says things and don't happen, or does this had something to do with the backlash that Disney and ABC got related to the Jimmy Kimmel thing? I say, hey, let's not put it out because we're getting beat down on social media. Let's just wait till things cool down.
So THR, the Hollywood Reporter, basically said that's what happened. So
Okay.
THR is a pretty legit.
Sure. I didn't see that part. Okay.
Not seen it.
It's been scrolling once in a while.
So Hollywood Reporter is a pretty legit publication.
Sure.
So I trust they usually don't post things without
Mhm.
knowing. I think it makes sense. Like when the rumors that were going out there, I was like, are they really gonna release a trailer right now? Like, do you really think that's gonna change the conversation?
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it makes sense. Like Occam's razor, like
Yeah.
the most obvious answer is probably like the right answer.
Yeah. It's one of those things. I was talking someone, I'm not gonna throw them out there. They're kind of asking, hey, I don't know how to move forward right now, talking about Star Wars, creating content about Star Wars with everything that's been happening and trying to kind of show that Disney and ABC were in the wrong, but at the same time, I want to talk about Star Wars, which is kind of a difficult balance to follow. I think we live in an age now that we need to find a little joy that we can in things and run with it. And then at the same time, we can do little jokes like this, putting down there, kind of showing that we're not on board with what the executives are doing, but we're still celebrating the creators, the actors, the people that put their heart and soul into it. We still celebrate their work, while at the same time casting blame on the people that are capitulating to others out there.
This is the first time, like really, and Disney has done some shady things.
Sure.
But this is like the really first time that Disney owning Star Wars really left a bad taste in my mouth and really left me thinking like, what now? Like Disney owns two of the things I love most in the world, like half of all comic books and Star Wars, and it's super. It's a super complicated debate, I guess. My thought is like, thankfully, there's nothing going on with Star Wars, so I don't need to make this grandstand. Like the movies I have, I already bought them, so like it's not like whatever.
Sure.
The thing I was really thinking about, I was like, should I cancel Disney Plus? But then also like Disney owns the right to FC Barcelona games, so it's like, why does Disney own so many stuff? And by the way, they're apparently trying to buy Fubo TV.
Yeah, I saw that.
I also have. So.
I mean, that's a bigger problem.
Yeah,
that we're saying now
definitely.
Netflix wants to buy WB. We know what Paramount and CBS did to buy something else. So it's all these monopolies that shouldn't exist out there. But that's a separate conversation that we'll spend all day here. But yeah, it's difficult. And it's funny because at the same time I'm getting all the, and I haven't canceled it yet, I'm getting all the promotion from Upgrade to the new Disney Plus Hulu ESPN bundle for only X amount of dollars for the next year, trying to get people back on or take away that bad taste of their mouth, just trying to give you deals. It's like, dude, just kind of read the room and fix what you did. But anyway, Star Wars, it is difficult to talk about it. I understand why people might hold back. I think as long as we're able to have a conversation, say, hey, we're not in favor of what happened, but we still want to talk about anything Star Wars that's going
Yeah.
out there. I think we find it's not Shawn Levi's fault that this happened. If he decides to, hey, I'm gonna stop working for now till this gets fixed, then okay, I'm not gonna blame him. We went through this kind of not the same, but with the writer strikes and the actor strike. Where are we
If
talking
Sean,
about Star Wars?
you know what? I definitely know if Shawn Levi did that, Disney would man up and contact their lawyers and not capitulate to Shawn Levi.
Yeah, all right, that's a little bit. All right, before we move on to our next story, I forgot to talk about this at the beginning, but thank you as always to Random House Worlds for sending me a copy of Master of Evil by Adam Christopher. And
Oh,
I haven't started yet. It's there, it's waiting. And Random House Kids for sending me a copy of The Last Order by Kwame Balia. That's the Finn and Jaina. Sorry, I've been reading that one. That one came before, so I'm about 170 pages into it. I don't know if I didn't say that there was an embargo. I won't talk about it, but it comes
I'll
out
ask
in a
you
month.
after we're done.
Sorry?
I'll ask you after we're done because that's
Okay.
the first post Rise of Skywalker story.
We'll talk about it after we're done. But
Okay.
yes, it takes place. We're in Agent Claus. I'm just gonna leave it there. It starts in Agent Claus. Very cool.
Interesting.
Okay, Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy. Have you watched it? Pieces of the Past.
The second one came out?
Yeah, it came out yesterday, I think.
No.
I haven't watched it either.
I haven't, dude. I started watching The Paper, which I was dying to watch. I watched like 3 episodes. Alien, I watched like 4 episodes. I'm like super far behind. But
Okay.
they're both great. I've been very busy. Like my parents were here.
I got Peacock TV recently. That's why I've been watching all these track and field world championships. Rewatching The Office, of course. And I want to check that paper out. So it's worth it so far?
It's good. I was very nervous going into it. They do find a balance on how to make an Office sequel. It totally makes sense what they do to get this second documentary started. And I did appreciate, like, again, I haven't finished it. Tony finished it and he really liked it.
Okay.
I love it that it's not a ripoff of The Office. Like, there's no characters that you're like, oh, that's Michael, oh, that's Dwight. Like, they all have something of all of them.
All right, because it was very easy to try to let's do that version now. So I'm good that it didn't happen. So I'll watch it eventually.
It's good.
All right, good to hear. So let's move on. All right, talk about Starfighter. Ahsoka season 2 episode director. So this came out actually, I think, more than a week ago or something.
I did not.
So yes, so this was according to different agency listings and now on IMDb. We already knew the directors for Ahsoka season 2. Now we know which episodes they're going to be directing. And Jennifer Getzinger, who's directed Agent Carter, Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Westworld, is going to do episodes 2 and 3. Bryce Dallas Howard, no need to say what she's done in Star Wars, going to do episodes 4 and 5. Anders Engstrom, which has done episodes of C, which is on Apple, Percy Jackson's and the Olympians, and Chief of War, which I'm loving, is doing episodes 6 and 7. 6, 7. That's for my kids because that's the new thing they say. And Dave Filoni, don't worry about it. Dave Filoni is not. Dude, I can't keep up. I'm old now. I gotta ask Google what is the slang for this term. So Dave Filoni, they didn't confirm, but the only episodes left are 1 and 8.
Which
so
makes
it's
sense.
it makes sense that he's gonna be directing the premiere and the finale for Ahsoka season 2. No big surprises, but I think it's a cool list of directors. And
so they're all doing 2.
Yes, everyone's doing 2 episodes. Okay. So they didn't do 1 director per episode. I think last time there were like 5 or 6 directors for Ahsoka season 1. May I think about Skeleton Crew? I don't know. I think
when is this show coming out? Do we know?
No, next year. Has to be next year because they've been filming for a while.
Yeah. I'm so excited for it though. Like I was thinking about Ahsoka coming out like last time around, and that show, man, that was such an ecstasy. Like that 4th, 5th episode, the one when they get to oh my god.
Yeah. Peridian, man. That's another show when they're on that side of the galaxy. They can do whatever the hell they want. And apparently they're doing all the rumors out there with Abeloth and the son, the father.
Go crazy.
Yeah, whatever. I hope they go crazy. I know I was kind of down on the finale, but I've come around. I haven't watched it again, but I love Ahsoka. I know it gets beat down a lot by people out there and Filoni, and now it's easy to hate. I really enjoyed because that's the show we needed. If you want a like a lightsaber or force focus show apart from the acolyte, that's how kind of fill that void, and we can have that and Andor going at the same time, and
For
Mando, of
me,
course.
for me, like those last three
Mhm.
episodes were just like a mind blowing Star Wars.
Yeah,
Like good times, good times.
they were good times. So far, I believe no. I mean, the movie Mando and Grogu's next year, so maybe it's 2027. I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe it's the give me
That
fall of
th-
2026, right?
th- that seems like a lot. Like if I had to guess, I would say March or April next year,
Okay,
more or less.
before the Mandalorian Grogu movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I would say after, but I'm not sure. Again, I don't know where the Mando Grogu movie takes place. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
Timelines.
they've
Okay.
been holding Mando and Grogu for a while, so maybe they'll hold this season for a while. But just like just timing wise, thinking like that would make sense to me. But we'll see.
Yeah, it could. All right, so let's jump to these are rumors. This is a big rumor out there. I wasn't really gonna talk more about it, but so this is from some weird insider, quote unquote. I'm not even gonna say who it was. But apparently, John Watts, Bryce Dallas Howard, and Rick Famuyiwa have pitched their stories for Star Wars movies, and I didn't see a lot of people pick this up, so that's why I'm putting the big rumor notice there. If that let's just talk about John Watts. If John Watts really pitched a Star Wars movie, I hope it's Skeleton Crew related. We
Yeah,
love to see a
like
Skeleton Crew movie, right?
why would he do something else? Like he just did that. Like just do a sequel.
I'd
Which
love to
please do a fucking do a sequel to it.
You get one. You get one. I would love a Skeleton Crew sequel. Get Jude Law on the big screen again, playing that character. The kids see Neo on the big screen, just being a silly guy.
I think I mentioned it last time we were here, but like I don't think we talk about like enough about how good Skeleton Crew
Yeah.
was and how it's different from everything, but still so Star Wars.
That's when people talk. I think I talked about it when this happened months ago when we used to do weekly shows. When people were saying, "Oh, Star Wars needs to take more risks, like Andor, and just go off the wall." That's Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew is one of the biggest risks in terms of moving away from Star Wars. Still feel Star Wars. It's 80s. It's pirates. It's Goonies, and it worked
It
from
lived up.
episode 1 till the 8. Perfect. I think every episode was great. I hope we get more with those guys.
I think it's one of the few times like sometimes they do it's Star Wars and this, and it's one of the few times where it lived up to the promise. Like it's Star Wars with pirates and Steven Spielberg. It's like that's exactly what it is. Like 100%.
Is it really gonna be ambling in space?
Yeah, yep. And Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, just go with it.
Yeah, I love Skeleton Crew. It does deserve more love and more in the conversation. People talk about their favorites, and I know Andor is gonna always be the one that most people go to. Skeleton Crew should be out there from production value, acting, writing, directing, surprises.
Yeah, I think like just the thing for me with Andor is like it just never hit on the fun factor that I want from Star Wars. And I'm not saying it's not good. Andor is an amazing TV show. I loved every single second of watching that show. But like, I never think of like, oh, let me rewatch Andor. Like,
sure.
Nah, I watched it. I hate seeing Andor reflected in the real world, and that's it. Like that's how I feel.
Remember when we watch Andor and talk about it here and say, how did the writers know to write something? And I think you probably one that started like this keeps happening and happening. It's history that they're talking about. And now
I think Tony Gilroy has said it. Like this has happened hundreds of times before,
and will continue to happen. And now, unfortunately, we're living through it. What?
By the way,
I didn't say that. Don't cancel our show.
Brennan is in the chat. Hello, Brennan.
Brennan, don't worry, Brennan. You're here.
That's the only thing
all that matters. All right. So supposedly, just to finish up on that same kind of post out there was that Lucasfilm was moving away from Disney Plus series, with I think it's kind of obvious, and instead making smaller budget movies like The Mandalorian and Grogu, kind of to replace those Disney Plus shows. Still do the big movies, of course, big budget movies, but then focusing on more smaller movies. And maybe those are the ones that got pitched. I think that moving away from Disney Plus series seems pretty obvious. We've talked about it here for probably about a year now that it seems to be going that way. So that's an easy toss-up that anyone can say. But I think we talked about it with Mandalorian and Grogu, so we hope it is a low budget. It's not a $200 million spectacle because it won't make its money back. But I'm going to say, do you hope that this is a approach that Disney kind of goes moving forward? Maybe Starfighter, same thing, doesn't need to be a $300 million movie. Stay in the 150, which still sounds enormous.
Yeah, it's a huge budget. It's weird because, like, would I watch a $50 million Star Wars movie? 100%. Yeah. But there's something about Star Wars that it has to be a spectacle.
Yeah.
So, like, my thought is just don't pour like unnecessary money into it. Like, still, like, yes, you're bringing in a creator because they have a vision, but like, I don't know, like, and also like, if you bring in a creator, trust them. Like, reshoots add to your budget. Again, just a guy in Massachusetts, like, telling a studio what to do. But yeah, like, I just don't want them to bomb.
I think that for me, I don't worry too much about the budget because at the end of the day, it doesn't affect if I'm gonna like a movie or not.
Yeah,
if it's good or
definitely.
I hope that it's more that a creator, a director, or a writer comes to them and say, "Hey, I have an idea," and they say, "Yes, I love that. Let's go." And it's not some Kathleen Kennedy or Filoni or whoever ends up being the head to say, "Hey, we need to make a Star Wars movie. It's been 2 years. Give me ideas now," and then just rush something. Let people come up with their ideas because that seemed to be working the last few shows. Acolyte, Say What You Want, I think it still worked. Skeleton Crew. Andor, of course, from Gilroy. And Shawn Levy got fast track, of course, because of Wolverine, Deadpool and Wolverine. But he came up with the idea and then worked around the Star Wars mythology, I guess.
Yeah.
And I think that seems to be working. Again, like you said, I'm just a guy from Florida trying to figure out what's going on in the big boardrooms. I think that's better than just we have an open slate. We gotta fill it with something. It's not gonna work.
No. We'll see.
All right. Or maybe they spend $300 million and it sucks, but it makes $1 billion at the box
I mean,
office.
thinking of just how long Mando and Grogu has been in post production, just working probably on those VFX, like, I don't think it's gonna be a cheap movie.
I mean, and I know some people are complaining about it without seeing it in terms of this is just going to be Dave and Filoni and the sandbox and Luke Skywalker's going to show up and it's just cameos galore. The little things I've seen behind potato things, I love it. Like you said, I want fun and this seems like a fun time at the movies.
Yes, because Luke Skywalker showing up in a Star Wars movie in a theater full of people, it's not going to make people lose their minds. Like, come on,
all the way.
Come on.
When Grogu says his first words, everyone's gonna jump out their seat. And just that scene fighting inside the AT-AT. Yes, I want to see that in the biggest screen possible. I don't care if it is silly action figure stuff. I want to see it.
Yeah, that's the fun of Mandalorian. It's toys.
I remember. I think maybe we talked about this when Robert Rodriguez did his episode in Mandalorian. He brought Boba Fett. They showed up behind the scenes playing with the toys and filming in his backyard, and everyone went nuts. Yes, this is the way. 2 years later, stop doing it.
Even Mandalorian, when it came out, this is way better than the sequels. This is what Star Wars should be.
Yeah.
And now,
no green screens. Look at the volume. And now you use the volume. You're worthless.
You idiots.
And I think that's a perfect way to end our show today. So, Ote, thanks you again for being here. We already talked about all this stuff that's not Star Wars here. I'll just say Star Trek Strange New World ended season 3. It was kind of an up and down season for me, not my favorite. Foundation ended. That was great. The finale was awesome.
Yeah, I heard great things.
Yeah. So now Alien Earth is keeping me, and it's gonna end soon. I think there was already like on episode 7 or 8. So it's been great.
Yeah. No Doctor Who news.
No Doctor Who news, dude. When do you think we might get something? How long was it from? I mean, it was a while from. I guess 13, jumping then to the 60 special.
I don't know. I wasn't watching it, so I don't remember.
It was about a year or so, at least 2 years. Probably.
One of the guys from the BBC said, like, "Hey, you'll get news soon. Like, don't worry about it." But like, I think even Billy Piper was like, "I have no idea what's going on." I was like, "You're the doctor."
Supposedly. I don't think she even knows she's the doctor or not.
I don't remember if we talked about it. I told Tony, like, I hope she's the doctor and not just like a bad woman. Just it's Doctor Who. Like, if the doctor can be anyone, sure, it can be Rose.
Just do it. Do you think we might wait till that? Because I haven't heard anything in a while. Also for the war between the land and sea.
I think that comes out in November.
It's this year. Yeah, we haven't seen. We saw a trailer at the end of Doctor Who, and then we haven't seen anything. Maybe after that we'll get news for the next.
I honestly don't plan on watching it though.
No,
like, I've never watched Torchwood or the Sarah Jane Chronicles. Like,
I watched Sarah Jane. I think I watched a couple of Torchwood, but I really can't remember.
Tony likes Torchwood a lot.
Okay, I'll probably watch it, at least 1 or 2 episodes to see how it goes.
Whatever.
All right, and that brings an end to our show today. Thanks to Dale, thanks to Brennan, thanks to anyone else that might have been watching out there and didn't have a chance to get in the chat. That's fine. If you want to boycott Disney and Star Wars, that's fine too.
Do it. That's your right. It's still your right to boycott anyone.
First Amendment right, people. Use it. Tell people what you think. And we'll be here whenever things get better. And if not, if there's Star Wars news, we'll be here. All right,
still have the resistance.
Still have. I should have worn my resistance shirt. Anyway, see you next time. Stay safe. Be safe. Fight on. May the Force be with you.